Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I was just doing some potting for the back porch here, and I realized that I never showed you guys like a spring or early summer's tour. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm in my potting apron. My husband picked this up for me at TJ Maxx, but it's got little succulents and things all over it, so how perfect. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to show you guys my back porch. I changed it up just a little bit this season, and then I'm also going to show you guys my vegetable garden because it's like right off the porch. That way you guys can kind of see what I've been working on. The flower stuff I'll do in a different tour because I don't want to make this video like a half-hour long. So you can see behind me is the door. And I'm going to just start, you know what, I think I'm going to start on the ground. I'll bring you up the porch and kind of show you, and then I can show you what I changed and why. Okay, so here we are leading up to the porch. And I did have flowers on here. You can see I'm in the process of taking them down. I had some pansies, but now that it's warming up, they're kind of like petering out. So I'm going to go ahead and clean out those pots and use them for something else. But for now, I kind of like the steps empty. Right next to them, I have this viburnum, and this guy is growing wonderful. He doesn't have flowers yet, so I don't know when they'll actually start to bloom, but you can see he's setting them. So this is what I mainly changed this year. I moved the bench out, and the reason I did this is because I'm putting some plants on it. This way when I come out the door here, I'll be able to just go ahead and water them. And the stuff you saw on there, I'm cleaning out the basement, so just ignore that for this video. But anyways, this one is a new purchase, and I got him at Home Depot. He was around $20, and it's a devil's tongue barrel cactus. And he is vicious. He got me like twice so far. So I have him just in this Hearth and Hand galvanized container. And I took the metal tray out of the bottom because it came with a tray down here. But if I left the tray in and it rained and I didn't catch it, it would rot the cacti because they're not going to want to sit in the water. So then I've got this other one here, and this is an aeonium. It was starting to lose its color, so I'm hoping that bringing it out will get it back to the purple color it started as. We'll see. I'm just going to add some other ones in here, and that's what I was about ready to pot when I realized I didn't show you guys this. So this is that one you saw me pick up in the antique store at Fairhaven, New York. I have an orchid cactus. I think it's going to go perfect in here. So this is how it looks when I come out the door. I can just come out, I can do my watering, and I've got everything right there. I left this up on the wall. I really enjoy this. Last year, if you remember my tour, I had a shelving unit there that I did like little flower pots and things. But bees made nests in those. And at the end of the season, it was a really hard thing to get them down without getting stung. So I'm going to pass on that and just stick to the real flowers. So here on the door, I have this basket I found on clearance at Kirkland's. And I'm going to put maybe flowers or something in it. It was originally $25, which I would never pay. In my opinion, it's not worth that. But I got it on clearance for like $10, so I was willing to pay that. And it reminds me of a fishing creel, which is what I thought was so cool. Then the door is the same color as my front one. This is sophisticated teal. The doormat, I need a new one. When I was cleaning the porch, you can see I ripped it. So that is on its way out. Now here is one of my favorite new plants too. I found these guys at Lowe's. I originally bought one, and then I kept thinking about it and went back for a second. So last year I had ferns, and I decided that this would be a better option for me this year. So this is that copper boiler tub that I got from my grandfather's basement. And then these are philodendron celluums. And what I like about these guys is they are a bushing type one, so they're not going to grow like tall and vine and become out of control. They're just going to spread out from where they are. And you can see right now they're covered in pollen, and this is after like one day here because I hosed these off last night. So hopefully this pollen stuff will end soon. So over here I have my watering cans. This one on the end, I'm not going to disturb it. You can see the stick popping out. A bird actually made a nest in there. I had to look down in it the other day. I wanted to make sure it was a bird and not bees. The bird I will leave. But if it was like a wasp nest, I wouldn't want that. I have my wind chime here, which I don't know, I'm kind of undecided on. Sometimes I like it, sometimes it's creepy, but This is the Mandevilla that I rescued last year and then stored in my basement all winter. So when I got it last year at Walmart, it was probably like 3 inches tall, and it's getting ready to bloom now. Up here you can see one of them. So it's getting ready to bloom. It'll have really nice red tropical style flowers. And then this is just a sempervivum that I had inside, and you can see it's stretching for light. This one's better outside. So I have a little garden area that I'm going to move him to. I'm going to bring you down the stairs now again, and you can see this used to be that little, I don't know, like screen room that I had out back. When we had that one really bad storm, a tree crashed through one of the screens, and then I decided it would make more sense to put it out here where we could actually enjoy it. So I moved my chairs from the front porch originally out here, just with some outdoor pillows. The floor of it really bothers me. No matter what I do, it's dirty. I washed this off last night. So we're going to go ahead and just continue pavers all throughout it so it's kind of not so grungy looking. And then the grill I have on a little pallet to match. And that's our fire pit. I got that on yard sale day I showed you guys for $5. On 2 of the corners of the deck I've got my rosemary plants because they like the full sun. And then this is the Veggie Garden. This is where I'll finish the video up. So the fence is a little messed up. I got it all set up. Everything was great. And then my husband went and moved the deck and hit it. So, I mean, life happens. We straightened it out the best we could. So we're living with it like this. But in here is my raised bed. And I went with a 2x8. And I'm going to try going on the other end so you guys don't get so much glare from the sun. So, okay, that's much better. I picked that up at Walmart for around $50. I'll find either the same one or a similar one and include a link for you guys if you're interested. So I'm going to start here in this corner. These are my raspberries, and last year I bought these from somebody on Facebook Marketplace. I paid $10 to get 5 canes, and they've really filled out this year, so I'm really excited about that. So I started out just with 5 of them last year. And my goal is eventually to go ahead and dig up some of the fresh ones and like cover this whole end of the garden. So that's where I'm headed eventually. Now down here I have my herbs, and I have them just set out on a bench. I found this bench on the curb for free, and it seems sturdy enough. So I've got garlic chives here. This is Thai basil, and this is a really good one. It's got a anise type flavor. Regular basil, sweet marjoram. This one is chocolate mint. That one is spearmint. Now, if you're starting out gardening, get a mint plant because it's going to make you feel like a rock star. These started out so small and they're just growing crazy. This one is fern leaf dill. And I've already made seafood salad and used this one in it, so that was kind of exciting. Parsley, because I have to have that. And then I have a marigold. I know they're supposed to help with like tomato plants. I don't know if it's close enough, but... So that section down there is my tomato plants. And I've got 6 of them. No, I have 8 of them in this section. Those Gardener's Supply recommended 1 square foot per plant. If you go onto the Gardener's Supply website, you can do, they have calculators for how much soil you need. And they also have calculators where you can plan out your garden, and it tells you exactly how to lay it out, like how much square footage for each plant. So we've got the 8 tomatoes here, and I went all cherry tomatoes. I've got 3 small pepper plants. Down at the end I have 2 cucumbers, and then I just added 2 bean plants, and they're from Walmart. Walmart was the only place I could find beans that were not dead already. My Lowe's has them in the parking lot, and then deer or rabbit must go through and chew everything off down to the stems. So that's what I've got there. And then I just wanted to show you guys what I did for watering. So far, it's working out. So you can see over here, I've got a regular garden hose, and it's just a short distance. I'm just going to flash the camera up here. Our hose is right over there behind the mower. So I just buried the regular garden hose to this point. At the end of the season, I'll take it off, and I'll use the air compressor to blow it out so it doesn't freeze. But I buried it to this point, and then I went ahead and just hooked a soaker hose to it. And this is a Miracle Grow, like 25 foot or something. It was like $10 at Home Depot. I'll include a link to that too. But then I just kind of like buried it under the soil and I went back and forth 3 times. So pretty much all I have to do is turn the hose on and just let it sit for like an hour when I need to water it. And I've had really good luck with that so far. So I want to thank you guys for coming on this tour with me. I hope you enjoyed seeing my back porch and my vegetable garden. When things start to green up a little bit more around the yard, flowers and stuff, I can't wait to show you guys that. So I want to thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.